to show you how to make this super cute treat cup from page 47, there it is, in the, what's it called, August to December mini catalog. I just thought that was too cute not to make, and I made 4 of them, 2 for my daughters, 2 preschool teachers, and then 1 for the principal and school secretary, and they were well received. I have 1 more left to make as a thank you to the person who lent me some integral supplies. So yes, it's always fun to get ideas of things to make from the catalog. And if there's ever anything you want to copy and you can't quite tell exactly what supplies they used or what color of cardstock or whatnot, let me know. They give demonstrators access to all of a document with all of the supplies used for samples in the catalog, and I can get that info to you. Okay, so the integral supply I was mentioning are the warm wraps dies, and I didn't think I really needed them. I thought I would only make it for this project and that's all, but it was so fast and easy to use and so cute, I might actually buy them myself. So the parts that you use to make the wraps to wrap around the cup are these, and there are 2 of them, so you can cut them at the same time, and then you can choose. I used the one that they had in the catalog, and it looks so cool, the little peek through of that cup through the little holes, and then they also have kind of like jimmies. It looks like those little decorations for cakes and stuff, sprinkle thingies. Oh, and then I didn't see this, just like a thinner smaller, what's that called? Rippled? That's not quite right. Anyways, and then some other little dies, sorts of things. I think there's a stamp set that is a circle that would cut out really well. So I might take a peek at that. I really liked this. Okay, and then the bundle I used was Gather Together for this stamp and the pumpkins, and there's a die set for this too, and it comes with 2 pumpkins for cutting this out, so you can stamp multiples, or 2 dies for this stamp, and then just 1 for that and 1 for that. So pretty nice die set for that also. Oh, here it is. And it has a couple extra leaves that emboss a design onto the leaf too. So bundled together, 10% discount, and this is a product that we had in the catalog that it has come back. So the first thing you want to do is grab your glue dots, and I'm going to use a couple right away, so I'm going to take off a bunch. And so the top side is the one that curves up, if that makes sense. Yeah, that goes higher. The longer side is on top, like this. And then the shorter side is towards the bottom, obviously. So then we're going to have our tabs are going to go underneath the other big side. So then when it wraps around, again, you want your tabs underneath like that. So what I really want to do is put 2 glue dots on the top of each of these tabs. Okay, and it does take a little bit of work sometimes to get it to stick to the felt when you're putting it on, but then it actually sticks the felt together very well. You just have to not let it come off on your finger as you're sticking it down like that. Whoopsies. Okay. There we go. And we're going to add a few more glue dots as we go to help things along. Actually, the first thing I did was stick it just like this. And I just kind of tried to get it just overlapping a tiny bit so I didn't run out of room when I wrap it around. And then you can have it as high as you want, as low as you want, but you do want it to not have a gap. So You can pull it taut so that it stays a little better, but you are gonna want to stick some glue dots under here to help secure this to the cup or it will slide down. So then I just took it like this, kind of pulled up a little bit, stuck it down. There, so just kind of stick it under. And then this one's pretty good. I must have them pretty close. So I don't feel like I need to stick any extra glue dots under there. But yeah, there was one that always seemed to, like this is just too much. So I'm going to stick 2 glue dots here so that it's not flapping up. Oh yes, I forgot to mention that I already stuck my candy inside so that I was ready for when I need to tie the ribbon around. And I didn't tie it closed and then have to slide it off and put the candy and slide it back in. So then there it's got nice flat, and this is stuck on there so it won't come down. So yeah, it's just, this goes together so fast. Oh, and with the new Stampin' and Emboss die cut machine, oh, it was so easy to cut out these strips. It just cuts super easy through the felt. No shims needed. It was just way faster than when it would have been with my old Big Shot and the plates that were warping. And yeah, it was, I'm really glad I invested in the new machine. Okay, so then we pop our top on and better put my things back before I lose them. Okay, and then, oh yeah, before I forget, these are the 4 colors that come in this felt combo pack, Festive Felt Sheet combo pack. So I made 4 cups worth out of 1 sheet, and then I did use a couple in brown, or was it 3? I think I got 3.5. I wasn't counting right, and I didn't have quite enough to, but I thought it could be fun to cut a piece of red and make a Christmas cup with 1 red and 1 green. So that's why I'm keeping that one. It won't be wasted. So then, I do have the ribbon. So let me tell you, I've got 33 inches of ribbon. It's, you know, a long wraparound and then a big bow, and then 8 inches of the twine if you want to measure beforehand. And then I used cinnamon cider ink when I stamped this on cinnamon cider paper. That's one of the new ink colors. And then pumpkin pie ink on here on Whisper White paper. So then I just find the center of this. Gotta go off camera a little bit for that. Okay. Feels very fitting to be working with a hot cocoa cup on a cool fall day like this. I'm very, very ready for fall. I enjoyed my summer, made the most of it, and now I'm really enjoying fall. My daughter starting preschool totally feels like school time weather. Wow, that bow came out nicely. Not a lot of fiddling. I do think I'm going to turn it around to work with it this way. I love it when it works like that. Okay, I even think it's fairly even. I don't think I'm going to do a lot of, just going to leave it. Well, now I've gone and made it a tiny bit shorter, I think. Yeah, I do need to trim a little bit. Well, there it is. Okay. There we go. And then you got to take your leaf and do a little punch. This is a retired Stampin' Up! One that I don't think they have any hole punches anymore, but it is a really tiny one. If you can see in there, a little tiny one, but a bigger one could be fine. And then I think they had it in the magazine right at the little meeting part of all the leaves. And then I threaded it through here. And then thread it under the ribbon.
Oh no, it fell off. Maybe do the ribbon first. Honestly, it's probably a better idea. Put the twine under the ribbon first. Okay, so then if you want to be a stickler for details, in the catalog, they had this hanging right about the level of where the brim meets the cup. So I really tried to do that. So I'm like, how far down do I want this to hang? I don't know exactly. So then I didn't pull it all the way tight against the ribbon. I left it kind of out here. It is a little bit tricky trying to keep that knot from sliding all the way to the ribbon, but I just kind of gently pulled it till it got close, and then you can kind of like hold it with some of your back fingers. Yeah, I don't know, I just kind of figured it. Okay, so let me see how that hangs, pretty close, and then you can trim off whatever extra you don't want up here. That's pretty good. And then you could do this part first, or it can go now, but I just put on the back of each pumpkin a regular size dimensional, and then stuck that here. The two big parts of the leaf kind of overlap right there. So then that goes super quick. Like, it really wasn't a lot of, detailed fussy cutting or repeated stamping or like any extra steps besides a little bit of that die cutting with the felt. And yeah, I made like 4 of these earlier, a couple days ago, like in half an hour. It went super quick. So fun little cup there. And for the principal, who's a man, I did change his up, and I used this ribbon. It is the embroidered ribbon. It's like the crumb cake or so sort of thing with the brown, a little more masculine type of thing. So you can make some really cool combinations with the ribbon and the felt. So hope this helps. Bye.